13.2, finding probabilities using permutations. Okay, do you guys remember permutations and combinations from last year? I think it's something you did towards the end of the year, as we're doing now, but it is really important and it shows up in a lot of standardized tests, and that's one of the reasons I really did not want to skip it, even though we're getting so close to the end of the year, finally. So what is a permutation? A permutation is an arrangement of objects in which order is important. It's an arrangement of objects in which order is important. So this is the most important thing, because in the next section we're going to talk about a combination. A combination is very different. Order is not important in a combination, but in a permutation it is. So in permutations of the letters A, B, C, you have A, B, C, and A, C, B, right? You can start with A, and then you have two options. B is next and then C, or C is next and then B. You could also start with B, right? And you have two options with B. You can do A and then C, or C and then A. Same thing with C. You have start with C, and then you can have A and B, or C and B and A. So you have 6 permutations, right, of the letters A, B, C. But if we were talking about a combination, then we would say there's one combination. It doesn't really matter as long as you have the letters A, B, and C. If order doesn't matter, the answer is you have one combination, but you have 6 permutation. Okay, so you have 6 permutation, but a combination, and I'm just going to, even though it's the next chapter, it's really a key concept, is an arrangement of objects in which order does not matter. So you would have one combination of A, B, C, because order doesn't matter, but 6 permutation. Okay, now how do we do combinations? How do we work that out? How many ways can you arrange all the letters? Okay, so when we did an ABC, let's do the letters for the word July. Okay, so you want to find how many permutations, how many ways can you arrange all these letters? So how many permutations? How many arrangements for all these letters? Well, you always start with the first letters, okay? So what are all your choices for the first letter? So choices for the first letter. Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 choices. So I have 4, right, as my first letter. Once I've picked one, then my choices have narrowed. I only have 3 left. So my choices for my second letter is now 3. And then now I've picked 2, first and second letter, and the choices for my third letter is now 2. And once I've done that, I only really have 1 left, is 1. So when I have 4 letters, my permutations are going to be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that tells me that I can arrange the letters in the word July 24 ways, or 24 permutations. Okay? If we had done the letters A, B, C, okay? If I had done the letters A, B, C, I would have 3 for the first letter, and 2 for the second letter, and 1 for the third letter, 6. And we just did that, right? We just did those choices, and we saw there were exactly 6 permutations. So that was just example 1 in 13.2. This has a special name, what I just did here, which many of you may remember. This is called, actually I'll put it down here, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is the same as 4 with an exclamation point, and we call that in words 4 factorial. Factorial just means you take the first number and it's multiplied by the first number minus 1, and then the next number is the first number minus 2, etc., until you get down to 1 as the last number.